This is NEWSLINE America for Monday, August 27th, 2018. News from around the nation, the world, and right here at home in Las Vegas. I'm Steve Shore. Thanks for being with us. And here's what's happening. A disgruntled e-gamer is dead. 2 other people were killed when the gunman opened fire inside a restaurant bar in Jacksonville, Florida. Although not confirmed yet by police, eyewitnesses say the gunman, now identified as 24-year-old David Katz from Baltimore, Maryland, had lost in a Madden 19 tournament and was mad over comments made concerning his play. He then opened fire. As Camila Bernal reports, it all happened without warning.
We have got to change. We've got to really stop and say to ourselves, there's something wrong.
2 people were killed in another mass shooting in Florida.
Excuse me, not an easy out.
This time at an online gaming tournament in Jacksonville. Participants from all over the country had gathered in a pizza restaurant Sunday afternoon to compete in a Madden NFL tournament at the Jacksonville Landing Complex. That's where police say 24-year-old David Katz, a gamer from Baltimore, Maryland, opened fire. Crowds of people scattered in all directions trying to get out to safety in the populated outdoor marketplace.
I just heard sound like gunfire, and the next thing I know, I see some people coming out of Hooters, and they were kind of falling.
Almost a dozen others were injured by bullets or while trying to flee.
There were 9 victims transported by JFRD to area hospitals. 7 of those had gunshot wounds. I'm happy to report that they are all in stable condition at this time.
The FBI searched the suspect's home in Baltimore, hoping to find some clues as to why Katz committed this horrible act.
This is a horrible day. Unfortunately, at the end of the day, we have to grieve for individuals that senselessly lost their lives.
Indications are the gunman died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The winner of that event, by the way, in Jacksonville, Florida, would have won the chance to come to Las Vegas for the national and international Madden 19 tournament. Tributes continue to come from around the world surrounding the death of Senator John McCain, who died at the age of 81. From presidents to members of Congress to world leaders, all paid the respect to the man who represented Arizona in Congress for 36 years. Word today is that the senator will lie in state in the U.S. Capitol. Even those from across the aisle, like Democratic Senator Chuck Schumer, hailed Senator McCain as a true leader and a national hero.
I am mourning, America's mourning, the world is mourning the loss of one of the truly great men of recent decades. You don't meet many great men as you go through life. John McCain was one of them, for his patriotism, for his strength, for his ability to speak truth to power, and for him to do personal acts of kindness quietly over and over again. I knew him well. He was one of my closest friends in the Senate. And on Friday evening, I called Cindy, his wife, and just expressed my admiration for him and my prayers for the family.
President Trump, who had not always been a fan of the senator, tweeted his sympathies to the family, sending his respect and admiration. In Iowa, friends of a 20-year-old college student found murdered last week dedicated a community run to her. Runners from all over the country who attended the event dedicated their run to Molly Tibbetts, who disappeared after an evening jog back on July 18th. 28-year-old suspect has been charged with her death. Runners said they would not let the fear of the unknown stop them from doing what they loved, and that was running, just like Molly. Her body was laid to rest on Sunday. As he concluded his historic visit to Ireland, Pope Francis took time to reflect on recent events that again raised issues regarding priests sexually abusing children. A Pennsylvania jury issued a report earlier this month naming 300 of what it called predator priests who had claimed to have abused over 1,000 children in Pennsylvania alone. In his address, the Pope asked for forgiveness for sexual abusing in the church.
We ask forgiveness for the times that, as a church, we did not show the survivors of whatever kind of abuse compassion and the seeking of justice and truth through concrete actions. We ask for forgiveness.
It was the first public address by the Pope on the issue of sexual abuse within the church. It is already being called the largest Burning Man event ever. Some 70,000 people are said to be attending this year's Burning Man event, about 2 hours north of Reno. The event formally began on Sunday in Black Rock City, and this year is featuring the world's largest art car would you believe, made out of a 747 jet airplane. Burning Man, by the way, ends on the 3rd of September. In Las Vegas today, one of the most influential programs seeking gender equality gets underway. The 2018 Women's Leadership Conference gets underway at the MGM Grand Hotel. Speakers this year included noted financial expert Susie Orman, the sister of former Vice President Joe Biden, Valerie Biden Owens, and Me Too founder Tarana Burke. It was a busy weekend at the box office, with some movies not doing as well as they had expected. Who is the number one? David Daniels reports.
Christopher Robin moved up a spot to 5th place on ticket sales of $6.3 million. Mission Impossible Fallout stayed in 4th place. $8 million gave it a domestic total of $194 million.
You two are the most decorated officers in this department. What do you see?
Looks like a robbery gone wrong to me.
This wasn't a robbery, this was a hit.
The Happy Time Murders was dead on arrival, opening in 3rd place with just $10 million, the worst debut ever for a movie with Melissa McCarthy in the lead role. The Meg took 2nd place for the 2nd straight weekend, gobbling up $13 million to cruise past the $100 million mark in domestic box office.
Hi, I'm Astrid. What's your name?
More riches for Crazy Rich Asians. The Singapore-set rom-com stayed atop the chart with $25 million, almost as much as it made in its debut weekend. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
And there's a new United States champion in the Little League World Series. In the first shutout in a final game since 2002, Hawaii beat South Korea 3-0. The team from Honolulu played while their families were dealing with Hurricane Lane at home. They kept the team representing Asian Pacific scoreless through great pitching and incredible defense. It was the first time in 10 years Hawaii took home the Little League Championship. Well, weather in a word this week, beautiful. It looks like we are in for a really nice last week of the summer. Sunny skies during the day, clear skies at night. A 5-day AccuWeather forecast calling for highs today about 108, highs tomorrow about 98 degrees. And then look at that. Highs Wednesday, 100, then 101, and then 102. And this has been Newsline America for Monday, the 27th of August. Visit us on our website at newslineamerica.com. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share on Facebook and YouTube. I'm Steve Shore. Thanks for being with us, and have a great day.